Thank you for joining me. I am Precious Mzea Sakaleji. Welcome to Camnet TV Media News. The headlines. DP wrangles DEEPEN as Harry KALABA hits back with after expulsion. Officers at CHILENJE police post accused of murdering a suspect. Join me with the details after this commercial.
Would you like to win some cool cash? Say no more. Stand a chance to win your share of 1 million kwacha. Simply make a transaction from your Zamtel mobile money account and you could be one of weekly winners of up to 10,000 kwacha. Be empowered with Zamtel mobile money. Dial *344# to activate your account. This promotion runs from 28th July to 31st October 2021. Zamtel, your digital lifestyle partner.
And now the media news in detail. The Holland Disabled Association has appealed to Solwezi Municipal Council to designate more pedestrian crossing in the central business district. Organization chairperson Gift Kahangu says disabled people are finding it hard to cross the road with only one zebra crossing at Kabiji Mall.
According to the Zambia National Disability Survey of 2015, prevalence of disability was estimated at 10.9% among adults 18 years and above. In Zambia, persons with cross-cutting disabilities continue to be excluded in both social and economic affairs. In Solwezi district of Northwestern Province, the problem may seem simple, but it matters for persons with disabilities. All they are asking from the local authority is to put up pedestrian crossings because they face challenges to cross the road. The Holland Disabled Association chairperson Gift Kahangu spoke to Camnet News.
When we are dropping from where we stay, because as Holland Chamber Association, we don't stay here at the Holland Chamber Association. This is the place where we do our work. By where we stay in different places, but we have only our main station where we are finding it difficult when crossing the road. We have seen that most of the time we have been trying for that. When crossing the road, we are finding it difficult because there is no zebra cross. The zebra cross which we have right up now is only the zebra cross which is from Kapijimpanga there. But when we see there is a main station here, when you drop here, for you to go there at Kapijimpanga City Mall there, you come here, we are finding it difficult. Now, we are appealing to the new government as the council, mayor in the Northwestern Province to help us to put the crossing, zebra crossing, so that it will help us. Even the old age people who are going to the main market to buy some stuffs there, they are also using the same line.
Efforts to get the views of the local authority proved futile by broadcast time. Patrick Soko, Camnet News in Lusaka.
Relatives of a 33-year-old Adrian Banda of Kuku Compound have accused police officers at CHILENJE police station in Lusaka of murdering their family member. Lamenting to Camnet News Wednesday morning, father to the deceased, Paul Banda, says his son is believed to have died at CHILENJE police station where he was handed over for the offense of criminal trespass at one of the residents in the area. Mr. Banda says a docket at the police station has indicated that his son was arrested and detained on the 14th of October 2021, but that police who handed over the body to the University Teaching Hospital reported that he was brought in dead. The family has wondered how a dead body has an open docket at the police station and has called on the relevant authorities to help investigate what happened to their son.
Family to the late Adrian Banda of Kuku Compound in Lusaka have been left in a shock over the death of their relative who they believe was murdered by police officers at CHILENJE police station in Lusaka. Father to the deceased, Paul Banda, has told Camnet News that his son is believed to have been arrested on 14th October 2021 for criminal trespass, but that the circumstance that led to his death still remain a mystery.
Pamene nambosakira mapolisi sinampeze nabwera ku chipatala mawadzi sina mpeze then naganza kuti niende kuti kumochale pamene nafika kuja kumochale mpamene napeza uja munthu ali mochale ni wakufa sono po wafunsa waja kumochale nakamba kuti uyu munthu anamuleta nika CHILENJE police sono zonse zimene mungafunse kuti muzibe muende kuti ku CHILENJE so pamene tinaenda kuja ku CHILENJE kuja vanatifotokezera kuti uyu munthu ati anampasa mulandu wa trespassing So chodabwisa kuilenje kuti ngati ni mlandu wa trespassing kodi umafunika upaya.
Mr. Banda has since appealed to relevant authorities to help establish how a person who was in a police cell ended up finding himself in a mortuary.
Walala kwana kusebenza kubolokazi investment kuja kumene apanga malata Lumumba Road. So ni pempha kwa bantu amene alumvera ma NGOs vena onse ma human rights vanithandizireko pa mlandu uyu chifukwa pano nilili ndiye mwana naludalira sinisebenza.
And this reporter and other family members who inspected the body at UTH mortuary found that Mr. Banda had sustained head injuries, which could be seen by the amount of blood that was coming out of the victim's mouth and nose.
The body identification and the process, there's a process. Taking the papers there, we told them that cleaning of the body it will be done by ourselves as a family. But now the thing which is happening is the postmortem is being done there. They have even cleaned the body. So we are surprised as family members.
And according to a docket from the police, Mr. Banda was arrested and detained at CHILENJE police station on 14th October 2021 for the offense of criminal trespass at an unknown house. He later on the following day fell sick and was taken to CHILENJE Level 1 hospital where he met his fate. The explanation, however, contradicts with the postmortem result conducted at the University Teaching Hospital, which has indicated that Mr. Banda died from a blunt impact trauma to the head, torso and extremities. This is an indication that Mr. Banda was indeed injured before his death, which the family members have called for justice.
That's why CHILENJE Hospital, they have also denied to be part and parcel of that allegation that they is under hospital. So after 24 hours, it's not part of the hospital. It's police case. You have brought the body, is already dead. So the family, they are really confused. Let the IG, Kajova, explain to us and convince us.
And I'm appealing to the government, the police commanding officers in charge, that CHILENJE police, there are some officers who have stayed there for more than 5, 7 years, 10 years. But why keeping such police officers? Are they family? That is not a family thing.
And police spokesperson Ray Hamonga, when contacted for a comment, told this reporter that he will get back to her once investigations are concluded. Prudence Chota, reporting for Camnet TV News.
Senior Chief Mburuma of the Nsenga Luzi people and Chief Mpuka of the Chukunda people of Luangwa district says mining in the lower Zambezi must continue amid several stakeholders petitioning such maneuvers in order to conserve the environment. In an interview, Senior Chief Mburuma described the petition as insanity and described the opponents of mining operations in his chiefdom as being against the development of his chiefdom and the nation at large. His Royal Highness added that wildlife could still coexist with mining based on studies conducted. The chief has since urged the mine operators to proceed with mining activities and help develop the district.
Esumanje boma yatipasa but wina muntu from nowhere changa kambeko na ukamba kuti apa yai muzakita munjira bwanji oro amene akumvera wamene we muntu akumvera azamvera kuti akamba chiyani uyu pali chake chilipo koma manje nataoneke na nzeru ata apunzise sewo tawene wake auti muchite mwangu mkare mwaso uyu ni mulwendo ni nzeru za bwanji zamenezo izo si nzeru za zoona izo ni nzeru za kantu kena kakufuna kuno kwatu kulwangwa mulungu anati dadisa pali pose pamene muzaponda pali sipali chabe yayi pali chuma pano wanje ifwe tifuna pangono kudya chuma pangono chuma jana tipasa mulungu pasi obwera wofuna kuti tinkhale naye pamozi ali welcome ngati abwera na nzeru za ukawarara sitimfuna abwera na nzeru za kuti tiende pasogolo ntimentufuna so mining ngati ya wera kuno si neo neza pesa benefit neka ziko yose na wantu wonse na wamene opaleta obora kumene asapeza profit kuti kulwangwa ndalongwa izatukuka.
Expelled Democratic Party President Harry KALABA has described the decision by the party's vice Judith Kabemba and others to expel him from the party as a setback that has no foundation to shake him from pursuing the highest office in the land. Mr. KALABA says Democratic Party is one of the most organized parties that will not take the fight to the public but instead handle party matters internally. He says he will not hesitate to part company with indisciplined members regardless of the relationship with them. Meanwhile, DP National Secretary Jervis Charlie says no party member has the right to expel a party president without the full approval of all the 9 office bearers to the party.
A day after Democratic Party President Harry KALABA was expelled from the party by the party's Vice President Judith Kabemba and 2 others for trying to supplant the Democratic Party and the Patriotic Front, Mr. KALABA has hinted back and says the act by the 3 party members is nothing but a temporary setback that will not distract him from pursuing his goals. He says the party's National Committee has maintained that he will continue to hold the party president position until the party gets into office.
When we began the race for presidency, we didn't start to end tomorrow. No. I was telling you the other day that if I don't win the elections or if we don't win as a party in 2026, in the unlikely event we don't win, that will not be the end of the journey. We'll continue to 2031. Yes. If we don't win in 2031, we'll continue to 2036. If we don't win in 2036, we'll continue 2041 until the Lord decides.
He adds that he will not hesitate to part company with any surrogate who has been paid to bring him down, regardless of how close they are.
I carry the cross with no reservations. I left the PF because of corruption and indiscipline. And even as you have today said, you have still reaffirmed my being president of the DP. I can still tell you that indiscipline will not be part of me. And even if you think you are my best friend, you might think you are close to me, if it is indiscipline, we'll part company. No indisciplined soldier wins a war.
And Party National Secretary Jervis Charlie says the committee has decided to suspend the 3 party members and that action will be taken in due course. He says there is nothing wrong with President KALABA appointing members to the committee as it is his party's constitutional right, and says embracing new members is the only way to grow the party.
Madam Judith Kabemba has been a vice president for only 6 months. If not less, only 5 months. Who appointed him? It is the same President KALABA who appointed Judith Kabemba early in May to be the vice president of the party and eventually the running mate. Why didn't she question that who? Why didn't she want to find out who President KALABA consulted for her to be appointed as the vice president? Yeah. We know we are doing some investigations, Mr. Chira, and at the right time, the game has just started. I can assure you, at the right time when we get to the bottom of this, we'll be able to disclose the payment. These are politics. We'll disclose them. Those that want the DP to be destroyed.
The Camnet TV crew will continue to monitor how activities will unfold. Prudence Chota, reporting for Camnet TV News.
Movement for Multi-Party Democracy President Dr. Nevas Mumba has charged that the PF has no moral rights to complain about any mistreatment given that it was an oppressive government. Dr. Nevas Mumba says when PF took over the government from the MMD in 2011, they terrorized and persecuted the MMD to take it out of politics, but that they should be happy that they are being treated with kid gloves by the UPND. He says any misfortune the PF may be facing is due to the fulfillment of the Bible proverbs which suggests that you reap what you sow. He has implored the PF to stop complaining but show remorse for their atrocities against the people of Zambia. Meanwhile, Dr. Mumba says the MMD has entered into a partnership based on core value with the United Party for National Development Administration.
In Zambian politics, it is uncertain what to expect at every minute, with others having 2 presidents under one political party. Potential competitors to form the next government engulfed in wrangles. Maybe it is no wonder some section of society suggests that it is difficult to be in the opposition under the New Dawn government, which promises to steer a new path to development by upholding democratic tenets such as good governance, economic recovery, adherence to the rule of law, and curbing corruption. Wednesday, 20th October 2021, Movement for Multi-Party Democracy President Dr. Nevas Mumba announced the commencement of a new partnership with the UPND anchored on common grounds aimed at fostering good governance and uplifting the lives of citizens. He says he wants to ensure that President Hakainde Hichilema succeeds on his progressive developmental path because it coincides with the MMD's agenda. And Dr. Mumba urges the PF to show remorse to Zambians before trying to play the victim. He also calls on the UPND government not to entertain what he referred to as a mafia group left by the previous administration in public institutions, saying it will be a barrier to the fight against corruption. Dr. Mumba says the MMD is undergoing rebranding to remain relevant in the new democracy, hence people should anticipate changes. Patrick Soko, Camnet News in Lusaka.
DP wrangles DEEPEN as Harry KALABA hits back after expulsion. Officers at CHILENJE police post accused of murdering a suspect. That is all. Thank you for joining me. Good afternoon.